Hey everyone, so before I get going on redoing my hospital, as you see it's sitting there in the waiting, uh, gonna Mills plate this 48 by 48 base plate. Now, there's lots of different techniques out there. Pick one that works for you. This is one I'm gonna try to see if it works for me. This is not the way I did it for the fire station, but I started off with basically a 2x2 in the corner with 1x4s on each side of it. That's all four corners. And the way I do is on my base plates, ideally 9 16 by 16 base plates would work for this. I don't have 9, I have 8 along with 2 8 by 16 base plates, so I'm making it work. On the bottom of them, all of them, I put 2x2 bricks. Kind of laid them out 2 studs apart, offset the lines. And I start at one end, have them stick out, then I'll lay this down, then I'll lay this row down, and then I'll finally lay that row down. Because on the fire station one, there's a couple spots that seem a little bit more bouncy than what I like, but you know, trial and error. So I'm gonna try this. We'll see what it's like when I snap it all in place. All right, so I got them all snapped down. Structurally, loving it. I don't have anything that really doesn't seem to be any low points or weak points. I will say, if you're doing it, put the bricks down first, then the plates. I kind of put the bricks to the plates and snapped them in. A little bit harder, a little bit trickier, but in the end, same result. I think my way was a little bit harder, so next time I do it, I'm gonna lay all my bricks out first, then I'll throw my plates down. Probably be a lot easier. But now, let's take that apart and see what we can turn it into. All right, so I've redone the hospital. As you'll know, 48 by 48 base plate. So this one here, it's bigger than the other one, because I took this basically up to 4 studs off the side, 4 studs off the front, back all the way around. So it's a physically bigger hospital. Now, on the old hospital, if you remember, so the front, widen up, center the doors, put the red pillars here and here just to kind of accent the doors. Now, originally I had these curved windows here. Now I put them in the other hospital because I really like the design. But the other one only had about, I think, 3, and then I had that other little office dispatch area here, so that's gone, but it's not forgotten. It's still there. So that will be into this probably when we get a 3rd floor in. So what I did is I just extended them all the way across. Now, getting these in was a real treat because I really wanted to use this technique. They don't quite touch in all the corners, but I put the studs and cylinders in here to kind of hide the gaps. I wanted to give it a little bit of character because this is, as you can see in there, got some seating, a little bit of greenery, some flowers there. That's going to be like the lounge area while people are in here, while their families in the hospital recovering. It's kind of where to chill and relax. So just like the other one, I did make this modular. So this does come right off. So starting with the 1st floor. So patients come in, walk-in patients in through the door here. They had a little reception area. So there she is there sitting at her computer to enter in all the info and why you're here and all that kind of stuff. A little shelf behind her. Now these shelves, I got a few of them. I tinkered with the design. Didn't quite all come work, but it's basically just 1 stud wide, 1 by 6 plates, and that. So it kind of keeps it a little profile. And you'll see once we get to the other area, you see the other shelving and how we do the medicine bottles. But so in the main waiting area, got the water cooler in case they got a drink there, and we've got a few people already waiting. So this guy here, as you can see, his hands all messed up. One guy's already broken, probably here for a follow-up, or he just cast off. Then we had a couple kids, a kid and a baby with their grandmother in for something. So from here, they go into the triage area here. So here we got one guy here, he's in a little bit rough shape, he's missing a hand. We got currently 3 beds, we'll probably add some more. Got one nurse looking after him. Got your crash cart there, a couple wheelchairs, another shelf, and an eye chart and height just to check to see if they're okay. So the idea for this one here, I don't have it. I do have it on, I just haven't rebuilt it yet. But the ambulance are gonna come here, unload patients through here for emergencies. Now, here's the surgery area. No door for quick access in and out. Now this here, they have shelves as well. And as you can see, various medicine bottles. So the one idea for the medicine bottles is very simple. Just took round cylinders, round 1 stud tiles, just put them on, mix and match the colors. I kept that design really simple. I think gives a little bit of character, makes it look pretty decent. So we got the wash area for the surgeons when they wash up. We'll make sure they're all nice and sterile. Then we got a sink here, a little keypad for it. Additional eye wash area if they get something in their eyes. And here we have a couple surgeons right where they're gonna do most of the immediate surgery that they need. And we got a couple x-rays so they see what they're working on. The light just so they could see what's going on. Now this one here lifts up. A little heart monitor there to keep an eye on the patient, make sure they don't die on the table. Now, I haven't tiled off the floor yet. I'm still debating on the color. Don't know if I'm going to do it in a gray or continue with the white or whatever, but we'll figure that out later on. Now, as far as the second floor goes, so this area here, this one here basically covers this section here. On the second floor, what I will do is from here back is going to be all the hospital rooms where the patients are recovering. But the idea is here, there's a little bit of a waiting area. They got de-stress, they got the nice windows to look out, flowers to kind of put a little ambiance in the room. And again, everything is going to be modular. Now, for any of you who are curious on this technique, this one, I tinkered with this for so long. It was a real treat to get that in, but in the end, I got it because I really wanted to use those round windows. So basically, made this whole section lift off. Now on here, as you can see, I used the studs with the holes in them. And basically those studs, as you can see, they line up perfectly with the little pegs on the bottom. So I got those fitting in. That's just to hold these in place. So these really aren't that stable when they're in, but they look really cool. They're just held on by a jumper plate. I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment just to make them a little bit more stable once they're in. So I did have it 1 stud wide wall. I am gonna change it to 2 studs wide. It's not gonna be gray. I'm gonna make it white all the way across. And that's really about it. It's about as far as I can go with it. I'm still waiting for a brick order to come in, but when the brick order comes in, I'll add to that. And that's really it. So I hope you enjoy it. So like us, subscribe to us, and we'll see you on the next one.